of the last things I want to get set up today is the Roku streaming stick 4K in the living room. Right now we have an LG TV and it has that WebOS thing, and it is painfully slow sometimes to respond to the remote. And I'm just tired. I'm gonna install this little thing, and hopefully it'll just work better because I can set the TV to always turn on to the HDMI port. I can never figure out how to get this sticker off. That way, instead of trying to go to a channel or whatever and making all the static noise, it'll just go to the HDMI channel and work. And hopefully it bypasses all these other update things that it wants to do. And I'm gonna turn off all the automatic updating because it just, like from the time I turn on the TV to the time the remote is responsive, it can be easily, over a minute. And I don't know why, because when I first bought the TV, it wasn't that long, but it wasn't horrible like this. I think it was probably about 15 seconds or so, but as the updates continued to roll out, so did the time that it took to get the remote enabled to where I can actually hit a button and it'll respond. So let's get all this off. I'm gonna take off all the plastics so we're getting better signals everywhere. No heat. Listen to this. ASMR. Doesn't everybody love the sound of that? Pulling off that plastic. You know, in our car, there's still pieces of like plastic that the dealership didn't remove, and I left it on and it's still there. So on the touch screen, there's a piece of plastic, and then like around the shifter, there's a piece of plastic, and there's another piece of plastics like somewhere else on the dash that I haven't pulled off yet. And I guess the dealership didn't know that there was a piece of plastic there to pull off. So I left it there. So when I go to sell the car 20 years from now, I can peel off the plastic and it's gonna look all nice and fresh for the new owner. Just like the main character in Magic Mike, his truck still had all the plastic attached to it. I'm surprised it didn't go USB-C. Still the micro USB. Whatever, it'll work. It's a reset button, okay. Because that is, it's closer than what I expected. If I can get it. Oh, cool. I got that in. Okay, hey, I don't have to undo your cabling over here. Or can we, let me take this off before it falls. So I connected the Roku stick to the back of the TV, plugged it into power. I'm gonna turn on the TV. LG. This is, I forget what model this is, but it is, it's one of the, I think they're midline range TVs. It's not the low end, like the I think 55 or 65. I think this is like the 85 or something like that. Okay, you go home. I'm pressing home. No response. No response. Come on, home. So you're still trying to connect to that TV. Then I'm pressing home again. It's doing something. Oh, there we go. It is too slow. Come on. And see, now I have access to everything. I'll just go to settings. Yes, the Nano 85 UNA is the TV model. Turn on the HDMI CEC to where the Roku can control the TV. Okay. Let's control the English. Yes. Everything we plugged in today has received an update. At least the update's quick, not too time consuming. Yeah, so the TV, it has a decent picture, but like image quality, I've had to turn off a lot of settings because it made it look too much like a soap opera. I pretty much put it like in a game mode to get the type of look that I like. But if I compare this TV that cost, I don't know, probably about, I think it was low over $1,000 to the TV we have in our bedroom that costs $250, I would pick the TV in our bedroom, which is really sad for something coming from LG. I mean, I bought this directly from LG because they had an employee discount with the company I worked for at the time. Okay, so now it's adding all of the channels that I've had previously installed or whatever, I think. And so all done. And so now it should.
Let's get you streaming. Here's a quick tour of your new Roku player.
Now I just hit home because I've had Roku before. And so it just shows kind of everything that comes on here. And Roku channel, Roku cameras, and this is the main thing on it for. And so you can see our dogs on the TV. Yep, there they go. And so now this is, oh look, you can see the TV on the TV, and I'm pretty sure you can see the TV and the TV and the TV and the TV if you look close enough. Yep, it's gonna do that whole thing and make a wormhole. And then, this would be freaky if you could have this is the only one that doesn't connect quickly. If you could have the front door always on, and then somebody at this front door sees himself and like, oh no. But there we go. So all this is set up with the cameras. Check out the new TV. Setting up these devices is every time you want to set one up, you have to log into your account on a computer and go and find the code. Okay, well, let's see if I can do this on my mobile device. It didn't do anything. Here's the real test. Let's just go home to Roku home screen. Oh, look at that. It turned off the TV. Let's see what happens. Pointed it behind my head. And look, it comes on to this. To this.
Right away?
Right away. Let's try something. I can't get to it. put it back in there, the light comes on. Let's see what happens. Oh, it comes onto the Roku. Oh my goodness, instead of killing all the channels and everything else, beautiful. So, as far as LG goes, after my experience with it, I wouldn't recommend buying one because of their WebOS. I would recommend buying a TV with either the Roku TV or even the Amazon Fire TV built in, or even buy a dumb TV, not a smart TV, one where you have to stick in a stick and you can have the best of both worlds and everything will work really great even though you don't have it built in. I actually prefer the stuff that's you attach to the TV. That way if an upgrade comes along, you can have the upgrade. Whereas if it's built into the TV, it's built into the TV and you can't upgrade it, and it's not, so you're stuck having to buy something you plug into your TV anyway. So as far as this mid-range LG, I would have probably been better off just buying the cheap one. But I do like the thinness and the look of it. I mean, it's not very obnoxious or too big. So, but the only thing is, like all of their settings that they have on the TV, I pretty much turned everything off so that it wouldn't mess with the image coming from the service that I was using, because it made everything look like one of those cheesy soap operas that you like on daytime TV. And I pretty much have it in game mode, if you would want to call it that, so that whatever's plugged into it, whatever signal it gets, that's what it's using to display, and it seems to work out pretty well.